Good morning, Cougars. I'm Campbell Cantrell, and you're watching CougarPause on the CBN. Audrey Pineda is signing in the corner for the deaf.
I'm Julian Placencia, and today is Monday, April 10th. Today is the beginning of the last week of the 5th 6 weeks grading period. Here's a thought of the day offered by Mr. Brown. We don't develop courage being happy every day. We develop it by surviving difficult times and challenging adversity.
First and foremost, we'd like to give a big shout out to writer Abigail Presley, who won second place in Ready Reading this past weekend at Regional UIL Academic Competition. Abigail will go on to represent FWISD at state competition as one of the top 12 Ready writers in the state. Abigail's coach is no slouch too. Her Ready writing coach is Mr. Sanks.
Congratulations to the Cougar tennis team for an amazing end of the season. Congrats to the boys doubles, Noah Springs and Israel Rivera, for making it to the finals and placing third and moving on to the regionals in Lubbock. Congrats to the girls doubles, Alejandra Velasquez and Serena Nguyen, for placing second.
In ball and bat action, the varsity boys beat Benbrook's Scrawny Cats baseball team in the second game of the Battle of the Benbrook series. Our ladies beat O.D. Wyatt in softball too, proving that Cougars know how to connect a ball and a bat for success.
Calling all Easter lovers, April 13th is the Key Club annual Easter egg hunt benefiting Tarrant County Food Bank. Members of the Western Hills family are asked to donate individually wrapped candy, small toys, or baby items for the hunt. Canned or boxed food is also welcome and may be deposited in the boxes located around the school.
It's that time of year. Student council elections are coming up. Do you want to be the voice for your class? Consider running for a board or class rep position. You'll help make decisions that unite the school and encourage school spirit. Come by Ms. Hutchins' room 225 and grab an application. Deadline is April 21st.
You can be a part of the football team without having to put on a helmet. The football team is looking for managers for the 2017 football season. You could help film practice or games, help with equipment, or help a coach. Managers will get a t-shirt and admittance to the game as a part of the football team. See a football coach if you're interested or need more information.
Teachers, just when you thought it was safe to go back to the classroom, the state is throwing another survey your way. The Bright Bites survey is used by the state to justify the use of federal technology grant money and is required by the feds. Your participation as a teacher is not mandated, but remember, it helps to justify technology money that trickles down to your classroom, and your participation is required if you want to share in the technology wealth. Last semester, teachers who showed evidence of participation in the survey received new desktop computers. So remember to take a screenshot of the completion page of the survey and send it to Mr. Boston.
On April 10th, 1866, the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals was founded in New York City by philanthropist and diplomat Henry Bergh.
With legendary rock band The Beatles spent the better part of 3 years breaking up in the late 1960s, and even longer than that hashing out who did what and why. And by the spring of 1970s, there was little more than tangled set of business relationships keeping the group together. Each of the Beatles was pursuing his musical interest outside of the band, and there were no plans to record together as a group. But as far as the public knew, that was just a temporary state of affairs. That all changed on April 10th, 1970, when Paul McCartney announced to the world that the Beatles were done.
And on this day in 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt established the Civilian Conservation Corps, an innovation federally funded organization that put thousands of Americans to work during the Great Depression on projects with environmental benefits. In 1932, FDR took America's political helm during the country's worst economic crisis, declaring a government worthy of its name must take a fitting response to the suffering of the unemployment. He implemented the CCC a little over 1 month into his presidency as part of the administration New Deal plan for social and economic progress.
Well, Cougars, that's all I have for you today. For Cougar Pause, I'm Campbell Cantrell.
And for the CBN, I'm Julian Placencio, wishing you a good day and some good news.